Hey, it's pasthisprime here, and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3, where we're continuing our first playthrough of the game. And, yeah, we are mostly illithid now. Our picture is not really showing us how we actually look. We look like this. And, we've got a lot of powers in our brain. Still a few more to go, but what's that? 1, 2, 3, so another 6 tadpoles would do us. If we can even get more tadpoles, who knows? But that's one path you can take. I believe we've still got a long rest because we're still in camp. So let's do it. Okay, so yeah, we got a few people that want to talk to us. Lae'zel, this is going to be an awkward conversation.
Already feeling better.
Your parasite communes with Lae'zel's. Her heart races as she learns of the events inside the astral prism.
Orpheus, Gith's only son. He lives. It is not the Geich visitor that Vlaakith would destroy and Voss would set free. It is Orpheus, the blood of the mother, the prince of the comet. Listen close. The Emperor spoke only in half-truths. For you to know the tale of Orpheus, you must know the tale of Gith and of Vlaakith. Long ago, when we rose up against our Geich slavers, Mother Gith made for the Hells to secure an alliance with the archdevil Tiamat. Tiamat gifted the Githyanki our red dragons. Gith remained in the Hells, and Tiamat's envoy proclaimed Vlaakith our ruler. The first Vlaakith of many. It is Vlaakith 157 whom my people now call Queen. Yes. Our current queen has claimed undeath and reigned for 1,000 years. But it was the first whom Orpheus tried to slay. Orpheus is Gith's only son. He led his mother's own honor guard in a coup against Vlaakith I. It was Kithrak Voss himself who slayed the prince in vicious battle. Or so the Varshas teach us. Yet the Prince of the Comet's been with us, subdued by that repugnant illithid. Should Orpheus go free, he would tear Vlaakith's empire to pieces and build new glory from the scraps. The seed and the sower. Every word Voss spoke, he spoke true. Orpheus is the living proof of the Queen's lies, and the living weapon that conquered our Geich slavers. One word from his lips, and the people would doubt. 2 words, and they would rage. 3 words, and they would bow to the true heir. If the Githyanki are to be free, the Prince of the Comet must lead the way. What about him? The Emperor may be loathsome, but it's right. Orpheus can disrupt a Geich hive mind. A talent like that makes the Prince a powerful shield and a powerful weapon. Why destroy a weapon like that, when you can contain it in a relic and keep it for yourself?
Okay. Not sure what that means we do, but... Wait. Shadowheart's now suddenly gone blonde?
So,
there's been a mind flayer inside the artifact, or astral prism, the whole time we've had it. Sounds like utter madness, even though I've seen it with my own eyes. The more I learn, the less I understand just why I was sent to retrieve that thing. But it matters little now. I do not serve Shah anymore, nor the Mother Superior. The prism is no longer my mission. Saving my parents is. But I digress. Did you want something?
I'm not going to encourage anybody else to take it. So now that she's not Char, she's gone from black hair to blonde hair to be a moon maiden. Okay. I mean, I guess I can't comment. I look like somebody that's dead. So, you know, each to their own. Are we done, or is somebody else? What was the journal update? All right. She wants to meet Voss in Caress. Okay. Help the protector. Lift the shadow curse. Brace your potential. Yeah, I think we did that. Discover the history of Prince Orpheus. And we still got a free Prince Orpheus. It's going to be interesting. Alright, let's leave camp. Oh, we literally only just left Act 2, technically, by Steam achievement.
We must find where Gortash and Orin have established themselves, and take their nether stones.
Oh, can we have her talking? It was much nicer than that. Do we have to listen to the Emperor in their natural form?
Baldur's Gate is right over the hills. And so is Cazador. Cazador and his rite of profane ascension. An imperial soiree, attended by devils and spawn alike. A grand ceremony to honor one exalted vampiric master. And elevate him to an unfathomable station. To place him in a position of such esteem. The world will yearn to kneel and offer their necks. Of course I envy him. Why wouldn't I? The problem with what Cazador has done is that he did it to me. If the time comes and I can stay one move ahead of him, I'll take his place before his blood can hit the floor.
Lethally diabolical? If we can pull it off, we hardly know anything about the ritual. So he killed to take the power from him, and the others bound to the ritual.
What's a handful of the wretch's servants? If they're anything like me when I was enslaved, they're all but begging for death anyway. After 200 years of shit, pure shit! I think I deserve something better. Look, I appreciate that. I'm very grateful, of course. All I'm saying is, let's be clever about it. If an opportunity arises for me to become a more magnificent bastard than I already am, why turn it down? Let's find out more about the ritual before we waltz into Cazador's front door. If we track down my old comrades, the other spawn, we may discover more. And be finely positioned for yours truly. to ascend. If we don't find my brethren, they'll find us, likely with bared fangs. We should get to them first. Then we can make their pretty tongues talk. Unless cazadors change their orders, they'll be in the dens of this town, seeking prey.
The Absolute should be a thing of the past, and I with it. Yet, at the risk of angering Mistra further, I'm glad it didn't come to that, given what has come to light. The Elder Brain. But, more importantly, the crown that it wore. Even without seeing it for myself, I could
already saying
sense
what?
it.
Why are we repeating this?
Netherese magic. So pure, so complete. And I doubted what I was feeling at first. Most Netherese artifacts contain only the faintest amount of their former power. I can't fathom how such a wonder survived. Surely everything of its ilk was destroyed. That crown sits on a gargant. We need to learn more. As luck would have it, we'll soon find ourselves near one of the finest book collections. Ha! There. You'll have to forgive my...
Skip forward because for some reason we're repeating conversations now. Okay, now we have our usual stuff. Now let's just check. Nobody else has anything that is a freebie to use. Yeah, that only lasts 10 turns. That's our usual ritual. Talk to the dead, we can't instigate.
Let me work my magic.
Okay, so you can do that one as a ritual, but do we really care to right now?
No one's stopped me yet.
Okay, no point checking the other guys. I think we are
Another step forward.
done. So what are we got? So there's nothing behind us. Well, I assume there's not. Any hidden stuff? Let's go back here in case there is. Oh, can't go any further back.
Don't mind if I do.
Ah, we've got a waypoint.
Excuse me. I can't find my mum. She was sick. She had spots on her face and hands. She went to go get some herbs, and she was supposed to come back the same day. That was last 10 day, though.
Conjure some berries and herbs for the hungry child.
Oh, wow, thank you. Mum loved food like this. Simple is best, she always said. I'll look for her. I think she'll probably come soon. Thanks a lot.
Okay. Oh, there's the waypoint. Seems weird to be out in light in a public area.
Cleaning, cooking, construction, the possibilities are endless. What do you get out of this? It's the right thing to do.
You see the city? Up on the hill.
It's up there and we're down here.
That's why we need to walk just a little more.
Do you know where we're going? What kind of inn is it? Will there be feather beds?
Can't talk. I'm sorry. The little one needs all of my attention.
We told our son that this is a holiday to spare him the truth. We don't have homes to go back to.
Nearly there now. You can see the city.
Welcome to Rivington. South, Coast Way. North, Worms Crossing.
That's why we need to walk just a little more.
Seeing that for days. My feet hurt.
I know, little one, but you'll be in a big, cozy bed soon.
You have anything you want for supper.
Turn back, citizen. No passage in this direction. It's bloodier than a butcher's backyard out there. Piles of dead absolutists, and a few of our own as well. The cultists assaulted the gate, armed to the teeth trying to break in. They nearly had it too, before the Steel Watch intervened. A little more than that. You'll see for yourself soon enough if you head to the city.
It's up there and we're down here.
That's why we need to walk just a little more. One foot in front of the other.
Seeing that for days. My feet hurt.
But you'll be in a big, cozy bed soon.
You have anything you want for supper.
I mean, no one's looking. Surely we can take it, can't we? Or we could look in there. Thank you.
I want to have a word.
No passage this way, I'm afraid. Turn back. It's for your own good.
Alright.
I'm never allowed sweet things right before bed.
This one time, we'll make an exception. As long as you stop sulking and start walking right now.
What are you calling this new business? If my friend tries to get you to invest, kindly turn her down. She doesn't need the encouragement.
If I hire the refugees, then I get cheap labor and they get coin. It's a good deal for everyone.
Think about it. But you'll be in a big... Oh, yeah.
Anything you want for supper.
Insist on continuing to be difficult.
I'm not paid to talk. If you want something, speak to Zenobia.
Okay. Have I got to speak to animals? I do.
Do try the grass, should it take your fancy. Such sweetness should be shared.
Okay.
The place was empty. Keep those thugs away from my family.
Zenobia! Get these squatters out of my house now!
Arthur, sweetheart, you paid me and my boys to be caravan guards, not cattle wranglers. If you want us to get our hands dirty, it'd be our pleasure. But that'll be extra.
You shouldn't have to make people feel welcome in places they don't belong. I just want to remove these unlawful interlopers from my property.
My point exactly.
They're like kobolds. You let one in and soon the place will be crawling with them.
Ye gods, this guy's begging to get smacked.
This man's indignant demeanor barely masks a seething anxiety. There's more to this situation than he's letting on.
I'm a very magnanimous individual, but this is my home! Either they leave, or I'll make them. Fine. They can stay. Just don't blame me when they turn on you like the mongrels they are.
I respect your hustle, sweetheart, but it won't work on me. You've stepped on the guild's toes, and we'd like a little something to make it better.
The Guild, a loose coalition unifying every criminal outfit in the city under one collective rule, from cut purses to contract killers.
I'd say you'll live to regret it, but honestly, I'm not so sure you'd live.
Okay. Yeah, let's go with that one. Jesus. We're rolling the 20s now.
You're serious? Let's forget this unpleasantness ever happened. Come on, boys. We've got places to be.
Okay.
exception.
Chance to make some coin.
As long as you stop sulking and start walking right now.
Lance?
Arthur's mansion.
Heartless scum. I'm a reasonable woman. We could easily work something out in a house this big.
Not quite sure why you stood up for us like that, but I won't say I'm not grateful. Thanks. And may Torm keep you. You're the first person in this city to have our backs. Thank you. Really. Thank the gods. I was sure we were about to be evicted.
I don't think the children could cope with being homeless again.
We're lucky there's still decent folk about.
Wait, I saw something come up. Private musings or something.
To threaten us. To threaten the children.
Archduke's leadership protection. An Archduke's leadership protection, a pamphlet by the Gortash of Archduke voluntary campaign. As Archduke, Lord Gortash's top priority will be protection, the physical defense of Baldur's Gate and its citizens. No policy can be more important. Okay.
What's in here?
Approachable East, Volume 1. Great dukes and duchesses, lords and ladies, and all who seek knowledge of the world, welcome. I have travelled far, seen much, and recorded all. My odyssey began in a humble tavern where I met a Rashmi mercenary. An approachable fellow, he offered me a tale in exchange for a drink. I accepted and was soon rapt as one ale became 6. He told me the legends of his people, sharing their stories and culture. He told me of the lands he'd visited, from the Silver Marches to Kalmanshan, from the Moonshay Isles to the plains of Purple Dust. The more he spoke, the more I realized I'd never travelled farther than Baragost. I felt like a fly, spending my short life buzzing about a latrine, ignorant of everything I was missing. Well, no more. The next day I packed a bag and set out, following the Chianthra east. I would travel to Rashman, see this magnificent world, and document it all. The Illustrated Adventures of Baldur. This book is packed full of tales of adventure. The monsters are ferocious, the men are muscled, the women are buxom, and the clothing is easily torn. Something is cleft in twain on every other page, although you do find a passage that's a little less bloody. The woman's eyes were dusky, filled with mystery and promise. Baldurin was intrigued. Anything, he asked. Anything, she said. Just name it and it can be yours. And what do you want in return? Oh, just a small thing, she smiled. Baldurin laughed. Nothing about him was small. I want your soul, Baldurin, she sighed. Give me your spirit, and whatever you desire shall be yours. Baldurin considered this for a moment. Very well, I want a turnip. She hesitated. Your soul in exchange for a turnip? A nice turnip, not a Baldurin. Very well. Dark smoke swirled around the woman, whose skin was turning red. Then you shall. I think we've read this before. The next couple of pages have been torn out. When the story resumes, the woman, now fully revealed as a devil, is kneeling at Baldurin's feet. Curse you, Baldurin, I am bound to you, yours to call upon when you need me, and your soul is your own once more. Let that be a lesson to you, laughed Baldurin. Never underestimate the power of a turnip. Yeah. had read that before, and it was an extremely weird story that makes no sense whatsoever.
What in the hells was that?
What?
Felt like a quake fit to topple Ramazeth's tower.
Should be easy.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
Letter to Mamselle Amira. Madam Amira, thank you for your invitation. You know how much I love Charesse Caresse, but I still haven't lived down my last experience with the Drow twins, and I fear they won't have forgotten my little mishap, so that was perhaps my last visit. I hope you'll understand, Arthur. An open letter on oppression and peacocks. Written in a furious, sloppy hand, this is a letter to the editor of Baldur's Bash, a tabloid notorious for controversial articles. Dear editor, I find it despicable, nay diabolical, that you would defend Baldur's Gate's ridiculous restrictions regarding... Oh, I've read that before. I'm not going to read it again. Toy Maker's basement key.
At least we'll have some peace now. Better to be within its walls than without, Martha. At least here we stand a chance.
That might look good on us.
Thank the gods. I was sure we were about to be evicted. We're lucky there's still decent folk about.
Don't know about the hat though, but let's have a look. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I mean, the hat's going to be rubbish, so let's just get rid of that. There it is. An unfinished love story handwritten by Arthur Gregorio, whose name is attached to the bottom of every page. Her ample bosoms fluttered like dove's fingers brushing against his nails. The very ends of his mustache stood to attention as the fire stirred behind his eyes. No doubt this was love. Love, a love. The stuff that dreams are made of. It made him sweat to think of it. The graceful, enduring, blossoming magnitude of what it all, the priceless, breathless, weightless, sheer, romping joy of it.
I was sure we were about to be evicted.
Moving in.
Oh, that was a pretty crap story. Is that a hidden room? Yeah, we'll take those. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think the children could cope with being homeless again.
We're lucky there's still decent folk about.
Think about it. They're stuck here with no coin and nothing to do. You're going to...
Okay. My God, there's a lot to look at.
As long as you stop sulking and start walking right now.
I'll take that. That's curious. That might be worth a look.
Okay. Let's get out of here.
Take down troublemakers, so don't make trouble.
Something's on my mind.
Okay, what did that say?
Between you and me, I don't think there are enough flaming fists here for these refugees. Us Baldurians can't feel safe with so many of them roaming about without proper supervision.
Let's hope Archduke Gortash can make a difference.
They're beggars and criminals, and we won't...
You see them over there? Refugees? Ha! Naught but a cover. I know what they really are. Dyed-in-the-wool agents of the Absolute. Mark my words. There's probably only a handful of rotten apples among them. Or, you know what they say about rot? It spreads quickly. Ruins the whole bunch.
Danger to all of us. Baldurians! Stand with me against this tide that threatens to overwhelm us.
Please just go home. You're ruining a perfectly uneventful posting with this nonsense.
The flaming fists are supposed to protect this good city, but they allow trash and vermin to take our homes and goods. Ah, another visitor, I see. Listen, we keep letting the likes of you in, soon there'll be no room left for any of us true Baldurians. Another bleeding heart. Piss off and take it elsewhere. You and I
Can I talk
have
to him again?
nothing more to say to one another.
Oh. Well, that's unfortunate.
Oh, gods. Not another protester. Go talk to Nestor if you must. I've got plenty on my plate with these mewling geese.
Okay.
I took you for one of them for a moment. The refugees, that is. You're a recent arrival for sure, still bearing dust from the road. But you have something they lack. Dignity. These wretches have nowhere to call home, nothing to live off but what they carry, and nobody to help them but themselves. And me, of course. Charity is a luxury. Fickle, occasional gestures from guilty hearts. I run a business. You'd be shocked by the sort of things they bring with them. Gold and jewels, they can't easily exchange. Heirlooms, rarities, sentimental items, even cremation urns. Alas, you cannot eat grandmother's ashes, nor can you easily trade a golden candelabra for a bowl of soup. That is where I come in. Liquidity. Their heirlooms for my gold.
Sounds like you got waste for some. Mind if I take a look? Well, you got money. Potion. Cold snap. When a creature misses you with an attack, it must succeed a DC 13 Constitution saving throw or be chilled for 2 turns. Ooh. Dwarven thrower. Okay. I wonder. No, I don't think so. Alright, what do we want to sell? Let's do that. At least. Good. There's a few things here we should send over. The potions. Well, whatever. For stuff. Okay, I think that will do.
Your point being? There is an enterprise within the city that I help to support. I know I said I wasn't given to charity, but this place is dear to my heart. I'd tell you more, but they value discretion above all. As do I. You're like a dog with a bone, aren't you? Perhaps you are cannier than I first gave credit to be. I have some very special wares reserved for exclusive clientele, but I think you've earned a peek.
I'm paid to take down.
Ah, okay. Well, you were hiding these, weren't you? Dominate person. Okay, let's have a look at... What did we have? So that would give us another spell. That might be better. It's really expensive, but we have tons of money. And what about that one?
Attention!
Karlak, what's that like? Nah.
Trade secrets. But I can guarantee you that nothing I have to offer was stolen. It was all given happily and willingly. Every last item.
Okay, where's the item we bought? I went into yours. And let's do this. No. That'll do.
File a report, and I'm sure the Manic will deal with it.
Coddling these vagabonds.
Don't pay me any mind now. I'm just trying to make sure everyone gets fed.
That all seems powerful.
Lord on the rack, give me patience. These protesters keep harassing the refugees. It's horrid. I just hope the Ilmater Temple opens up aid again soon. We need their help here.
Any one of them could be a spy for the Absolute.
Back off and return to your homes. That's an order.
Curse to put my hands on everything.
Okay, I don't think I'm going to read it. Oh, we can't read it all anyway. Absolutely unwelcome. Cult offered cold shoulder in city. Citizens must come first, claims Gortash over refugee rabble. Crackdown on crime, crews destabilizes underworld. Fist Gala celebrates recruiting season. Waterdeep wades through red tape over sending aid. Steelwatch keeps tight grip on crime's throat. Meeting meat standards and the common rat siege tips. Okay.
Nice to be in a crowd.
I'm busy. Mind your own.
Okay.
Attention. Donations desperately needed for refugees. Every copper helps.
Donations? Food, sundries, gold. These poor refugee sods need all the help they can get.
Yeah. Gotta donate.
If you want to chat, talk to Nestor. I like my personal space.
Be on your way, citizen. Got a lot to keep my eye on round here.
You, turn around and toddle your way right back out of here. Everything in this barn has been donated for the refugees, not you. Now piss off. You sure? This lot have been through enough without your ignorance. Now are you going to clear off or not?
All right. Could have just asked nicely. Jeez, okay, I don't even know where to go.
That's an order.
Matters?
Pardon if my eyes are all saucer-like. I didn't realize Baldur's Gate was so big.
What do you mean, where are you from? Isn't this the people we know?
I prefer cities to forests. Pull a con on a squirrel and all you get is nuts. Wait, I know you. You're the reason some of us got here in one piece. Thanks. And you're in luck, because we're having a special sale on some of the choice items I picked up on our way here. Fancy stuff. Want to see? Would I try to fool a Sharpie like you? Have a look.
that sounds interesting for Karlak. Holy hand soap. Ah, Jesus. Okay. Hang on. The momentum is pretty good actually.
Stay away from trapped chests.
Oh, hi! If you're here to save me again, I don't really need to be saved right now. Good thing, huh? Bye.
Hide any good
Okay.
stuff we find.
How about in those stacks of hay?
You've had worse ideas, Merpon. A lot worse.
I don't even know where to begin. There's so much around.
Heads will roll for this. This transgression. This injustice. Oh, you poor, naive soul. Let me tell you a story. A perfectly respectable businessman wants to bring his, well, business into this fine city. And what do? They talk some absolute horse bollocks about papers and correct filing procedures and threw me in this slum. I should be loins deep in Chares's caress by now, not waddling about in filth.
Okay. We tried to talk to her. We didn't talk to these guys, did we?
Oh, to be fair, for a miserable collection of shabby hovels jam-packed with wretched refugees, this place isn't bad at all.
Glad to see you. Glad to see anybody, really. It was a lonely road getting here through those abandoned farmlands, and I'm a sociable sort.
Okay.
Oh, gods! Are they going to see it? What happens if they don't see it? Yes! Oh, goodness, yes! I am a good dog! Fantastic stuff! Oh, yes, you're lovely. You can come back.
Okay.
I apologize for my husband and his obsession with that bloody dog.
What was that, my dear?
Nothing, darling.
No, I'm afraid I must insist you do not pet the hound.
My love, you can't keep being so rude to strangers. It's just a dog.
All the grabbing and touching startles poor Biscotti. I will not apologise for caring about my boy.
Whatever the dog thinks, being here is much better than being out there. Right, my dear?
Well, the children can be a touch grabby, but... yes, you're quite right, my darling. War is no place for a precious little baby like Biscotti, after all.
We need to get into the city. Can't leave Grunch behind, though. We've got to get Grunch into the city, but he's in no shape to travel. I wonder, what if we hid him in a big barrel and nailed it shut?
Nah.
Grunch into the city with us? Don't know how we're gonna get Grunch into the city. Wounded as he is. But we have to.
God, camping with the mother-in-law has been utter hell. Maybe I should just go on ahead into the city without her. Scouting, like.
Actually got here safely. Towing along my wife's sister and mother. Or maybe they towed me along, eh?
Wow, the fire's over there, mate. You're pointing the wrong way.
Can't stand her, can't stand her, can't stand her! My sister-in-law. All law and no sister. Grr.
Glad at least one of them.
My son Garen is pleased we got this far together. But his wife's bitching is making me old before my time. Why can't he tell her to put a sock in it?
So many more could have survived if I...
Ah! Whatever you need. I can't help you. Even talking is painful right now.
After a quick examination, you conclude that your patient is pretending to be wounded. You wonder why.
Really? This isn't necessary. I'm sure there are other people that need your help more urgently. Shh, not so loud. If those lads find out I'm faking, they might go off on their own. They're not ready for that. And frankly, I'd miss them. I don't really have any other friends. And I like those lads. So I think I'll stick around a while more.
Okay. Oh my god, how much is there to look at?
We should have an exile's feast to commemorate those we lost. Supplies are short, but I can scrape it up together for a bite of something solid. Even if we...
Washing my pits, this is the song when up. Aye! Gonna bloke not get any bleeding privacy around here. Bunch of perverts, the lot of you.
Alright. You say so?
Althea made her way into the city.
Hail, friend. Fine day, isn't it? Forgive me, you're in no mood to talk about the weather. Your journey here was a hard one, no doubt. Is this your first time in Baldur's Gate? It's a fine city, isn't it? No better place to hail from. Used to be you'd arrive knowing you'd a full belly and a warm bed waiting for you. Not anymore. These days, there's barely enough to go around. Add the refugees on top and, well, folk aren't feeling too generous. Tensions. That's putting it mildly. Some well-to-dos in the city donated enough to see the newcomers right for the time being. Only they didn't bother helping everyone else. Locals going without while strangers feast. It stoked the fire, all right. Some Baldurians are kicking up a fuss round the front of the barn as we speak. If I wasn't wearing this uniform, I'd walk round there and teach them a lesson they'd never forget.
Yeah, I think your uniform would be enough to make them quieten
The
down.
flaming fist isn't what it used to be. It's grown weak, corruptible, soft. It's down to honest citizens like me to stand up for what's right, uniform or no. That lot round the front, they've got it coming to them. too bloody right. They've gone soft behind those walls, forgotten what it's like to struggle, living hand to mouth. I say we march round there and slit a few bellies, remind them how much worse things could be. What do you say? Why does it matter? Innocence makes the blood run clearer.
What the hell?
So, you're the lick-spittle who crushed the Bone Lord's thrall. Have you come begging, sniffing for our stones? Gortash won't like that. A throat his black hand can't choke the spit from. You'll need to bleed and carve this city if you want to turn him to grave meat. He shivers at the thought. When you find the Lordling, tell him Oren is watching.
So Oren is a shapeshifter. How long has she been watching?
Was not expecting that.
What? I'm bushed. I ran for days to get someplace safe, and then found out I'm last in line to get in, because I'm a hobgoblin. As if I could change that.
Something solid. Even if we only have tankers of river water to raise, we'll drink to their memory.
They got me signed up to learn to make pots, which is dumb. I'd rather learn how to kill cultists. And I bet you'd back me up on that.
I'm really worried about Umi.
Are we making ourselves comfortable?
So, you survived. That's more than many of my kin can say. It's mainly anger that keeps me going. Zevlor was supposed to lead us, but he froze when we needed him most. I haven't seen him since the massacre on the road, which is lucky for him. So many more could have survived if I...
You're all right. My gods, you're all right.
Come here, darling.
I was so scared I'd lost you.
Me too. But we're here now. Safe. Credit where it's due. Bex, this is the one who helped me and the others escape.
This isn't the first time you've helped us. Saved our lives, really. Why? You make it sound so easy. But I know the lengths you've gone to on our behalf. We'll never forget it. Never, ever. Here. Take these for the road. It's the least I can do.
What did you give us?
We made it through hell. Twice. I know now that as long as Danis and I stick together, we can do anything.
What a sad situation. The once proud tieflings of Elturel, reduced to beggars.
Lost so many since Elturel.
We should have an exile's feast to commemorate those we lost. Supplies are short.
Alrighty, so
Bite of something solid.
No, always smell.
Even if we only have tankers of river.
You can't go into the barn. Well, not yet. I mean, you could force your way in there, but what's the point of that? And there's some more stuff to, I guess we should wander up here and have a look around. Okay. Few updates, but we have to call it there because we have run out of time and I don't want to start anything too big right now until the next video. Let me know your thoughts, opinions and everything else, and if you're playing, how you're going. Avoid story spoilers, of course. If you want to talk about past events, that's fine. Just don't talk about anything coming up. Yeah, if you are enjoying the content, please do consider subscribing, hit that like button, and check out the membership options if you want to get early access to these videos. Say hi in the comments. I read them all and I answer them all as soon as I possibly can. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching and I will catch you in the next one.